Oh man. OBS really can't believe you. Okay. I think because Firefox is open. Well, you know, say so. Ay, ay, ay. It was very rude, OBS. Very, very rude. I think I know why you crashed on me. Now you blaming Google Chrome? Really? Interesting. It was in such poor taste. It was very weird. Am I still alive? I am still alive. It was very weird. I don't think I've ever had OBS do that to me. Actually, it has. It has. I lie. Today, the 5th of September. Okay. You know when to cooperate. I guess it's better that I lost OBS and not and not my my art itself, because that would have been big sad. Big sad. I think it's also because I had a few too many things open. Alright, let's get back to business. For half an hour, let's make a count. Where's my chat window? Okay, are we live? Is everything fine now? OBS, you're not gonna crash on me, yeah? 30 minutes. Listen, hello. Leonard Skyward. Skynerd. How do you do? I am a little sick. But otherwise I'm hanging in there. And how are you? We meet again. We do indeed. Nice mask. Thank you. It is a very nice mask. Just promised myself I wouldn't zoom in again. Are we good? You're not gonna crash on me, right? It was not cool, OBS. It was not cool. All of a sudden I was speaking to myself. I am doing good, but next month is going to be smashing. My birthday's coming up, and I'm hoping to get my art in a good enough shape to take my first art commission by them. Wow. That is fantastic. So you're in October, baby. Okay. Looking forward to it. Can I get to commission level in 1 month? I guess we'll see. You know what? Never say never, right? I think PewDiePie floored a lot of the artists by learning art. I think it was first was 30 days and then he pushed it to 100, right? So it just goes to show, right? If you do your daily mileage, your daily reps, you can accomplish anything. Libra. The scales of justice. Balance of all things. I like that. I do like that about Libras. My birthday is on the 6th. Oh yeah, so that is exactly a month from tomorrow. Today's the 5th. Well, for me it's still the 5th. It's still the 5th on my side. So that effectively attaches to the side. Very confused right now. I don't want to do the thing, but I need to do the thing. Just stop avoid doing the thing. Any idea what your first commission would be? You know, I don't think I ever asked you, do you stream on Twitch? This is not going to matter because that's going to come in. It's going to matter on that side either. Oh, the temptation to zoom in. Let's bring this a tad bit down. Looks like an anime character or superhero. Those are always good to use. Always good to draw. I used to stream back during the pandemic. Battle Royales. Oh, okay. nice. Got my first gaming PC in October 2021. So I tried my hand at streaming Battle Royale. So that would be... Did you stick to one game or did you play a variety of Battle Royales? I don't know. I believe Fortnite is a big one. PUBG? No? Yes? So I tried my hand. Hold on. It's good, but the amount of practice needed to stay consistently at the top is high. I imagine so. I honestly, I don't know how the top streamers do it. Because, yeah, it just looks exhausting. And I realized it was not for me. Well, at least you tried, right? You gave it a go. One game I was just starting out, but I realized I could never put in that amount of work into any game consistently. Any other game consistently. Yeah, that's the other problem, right? You get locked into one game. That is in essence a bit of a risk, right? And now back to art. I realized one thing: as a streamer, people come to view you for two things: either your personality or your skills in the game you're streaming. That is true. That is very true. Something I still struggle with. And it's hard too. I'm wondering, I think I should make this green. I can see what the heck I'm doing. Since I'm a shy person, me being an engaging personality was out of the question. So I had to resort to grinding out, and it washed me out. Yeah, you can see how that could burn you out for sure. Streaming is intimidating, right? When you first start, the pros certainly make it look easy. And I guess another thing is that you don't want to lose yourself along the way. Now I'm studying in college and I want to do art as a pastime hobby, and the commission here and there will help college immensely. What are you studying? Gaming is now strictly a hobby. Oh yeah, I can understand that. Just saying, in my country, $100 is a lot of money for a student, for sure. For sure, I can, as a student, yeah, totally understandable. This helmet is hectic. You're a second year student, Bachelor of Science, honors in geology. Wow. Okay, now you have to elaborate to me what career paths are within that field of study. Because in my mind, all I hear is I'm going to be outside a lot. Oh no, here we go again. What did I do? I don't want to zoom in. Let's leave it at that. So this ellipse is actually quite big. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it's huge. Actually huge. Alright. Oh, cheese and sprinkles. I forget that when you do that. So this is in line. Okay. I don't know how detailed I'm going to go with this. And this, of course, has to match on the other side. Which, of course, I can't see on this. But I can on this one. Oh, man. Can keep it. Thank you. I'm still high, right? It was not cool what happened earlier. OBS, you and I have to have a chat. You can't just leave me. It's bad manners. Geophysicist, that I've heard of if you're into physics. Geochemistry if you're into if you're into chemistry. Geostatistician if you're into statistics. Plain or geologist of marine, petroleum. I'm going to butcher that last one. Morphologist, etc. Okay, so there's a lot of things you can do. You've got a lot of options within that field. Another question is, are you having a good time with what you're studying? Because that's another important aspect, right? I need to at least try and finish the helmet. Let's see, what's the time? Okay. I've still got time. Excuse me. Basically, geology is interconnected with other fields of science. And so, for the most part, you're a geologist and you know enough about another field. So, geology acts as a gateway into getting you a job in whatever field you like. Wow. That is wonderful. So, you have plenty of options. That's kind of nice, though. So, you can figure out where you're most comfortable and where you're willing to put most of your life's work into. You like buildings? Geology has a career for that. You like oceans and their currents? There's a career. You like the Earth's interior? We have an option. You like mountains? We have a guy. I love that. I love that. That is so perfect. That is so perfect. Okay, let's see. First of all, let's fix this I'm just going to call it an ear cup because it's too small. Random Silly, hello. Happy Thursday. How do you do? What did I say this goes? No, it goes pretty far. This ellipse looks like an ear now. The downside being we have to register with the National Geological Survey. So we need to have a master's at minimum. Oh my word, so that's more studying. And do a 2-year training before we become field certified geologists. Wow, okay. So that's another 4 years essentially? Or is it, I know bachelor's and master's, I'm assuming one a doctorate, those are all very long study periods. Bachelor's is 4, okay, yeah. Master's is 2. Add another 2 for training. I'll be 30 years old before I can call myself a geologist. I'll be in my 30s when I get my first paycheck. Oh, wow. She was. But can you do if your training allows it? I mean, you're saying you're going English. You're saying you're going to pursue art as a hobby in the meantime, right? So I assume at some point you'll get a bit of a break enough to do so. Nothing stopping me from working on the side. Okay. The geology career brings the cash in late. You know, that's always not a bad thing. Because I think by then you have a good sense, you have better maturity. And I think maybe can handle money a lot better. The upside is that the starting salary package is very good. Okay. And yes, I was hoping that art is going to support me while I study. Starting salary is $11,000 a month. I mean, if you're saying 100 goes a long way as a student, 11 is a lot. Welcome back, Chalk. Sorry, my OBS died on me. So I'm going to go based on... Oh, wow. That is a very comfortable starting salary. That is a very comfortable starting salary. Wish you all the best. The downside being that I'll be broke in the eyes of most women until I get a job. I don't want to air out my colleagues' endeavors, but he's found a woman, and I'm so excited for him. And it seems like she herself has a good head on her shoulders. Does have a child. And she seems to want to stick it out with him. So I hope you can get someone who's willing to be patient, Life has its ebbs and flows. There are good periods and tough periods. How did I get this right the last time? Thank you. I'm very blessed that my parents are supporting me in my academic career until I can stand on my own 2 feet. That is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. And yes, of course, nobody's perfect. You just need to find someone as crazy as you, I believe. I like that description. I really like that description. As crazy as you. I like that a lot. It is a good philosophy. And Clip, how did we do this before? Because I've forgotten now. I suppose I could take the current ellipse and make it... No. How did I do this before? I'm perplexed. We all have a crazy side, don't we? We certainly do. I'm saying that from experience. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, if the only one who really knows my crazy side is my cousin. And I guess she tolerated enough growing up. But yeah, I don't know. If anyone else were to find out, they'd be like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't like to think about it too much. I don't like to think about it too much. But yeah, I wish you all the best. Truly. And whatever life may throw at you, you handle it with absolute grace and strength. Just need someone who will tolerate you until you're 90s. Exactly. Exactly. You reminded me of a Reddit post I saw where like someone was asking, what's the worst decision you've ever made in your life? And majority was saying marrying the wrong person. I was like, oh shoot. And then of course some said, you know, if you have kids, it's a whole lot worse. Like, wow, okay. It's very telling. And once again, thank you for your well wishes. I genuinely mean that. I like it when someone's got a plan and they work towards getting to that goal. It's one thing to have a plan, but you know, to go after it, it's a whole nother thing. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. You know what? Let's do this. Maybe that doesn't even belong there, but never mind. Copy, paste. What I like about Clip, it like pastes everything in place. In Photoshop, you have to select. You have to select it. But you don't have to here, which I appreciate. I almost did a stream tonight, and I'm glad I did. How big is your monitor screen? So, to my left, where I'm reading chat, it's a 23-inch. Maybe I'm lying. Hold on. It's 23. The one in front of me is a 27. I mean, well, to my right. And then... Wow, thanks. And then one to my far right is a 27 as well. So I've got two 27s, one 24. And I lost whatever it was I was trying to open. 3 displays in total. Correct. It would have still been 2, but is not responding. Please check the... Yeah, I know. So my 27-inch Dell, some power thing happened and it killed the HDMI port. And I ended up, thankfully I had sort of like emergency funds, and I ended up having to get a third screen. And then I realized if I use a VGA cable, it can still work. So, and now I have 3 monitors, which helps because now I can check if my stream is still running. Excuse me. We draw on the center left is for chat. Yeah, so yeah, the one on my right, which would be center right, because my camera is in the middle, is the one where the canvas is where what you are seeing. And to my left is chat, OBS, my references, anything else I need on immediate, an immediate need. And then my right is the stream, basically. So sometimes things happen and then I don't see it, and then sometimes someone else is lurking and they don't see it either. So it's nice that I can catch it. My only other issue is I have a lack of space. So it would be nice to get a bigger desk, but this room, you could only, just to preface how small this room is, you can fit a small car in here, like a small little hatchback, like a Mini Cooper basically. That's how big the space is, and enough for you to open the door, not completely wide, but wide enough that you can get in and out. That's how big the space is. I was wondering about getting dual displays. Go for it. You get so much productivity done, and I would say, because you're a student, there's nothing wrong with getting a second-hand dual display. I mean, another display. A friend of mine managed to get a gaming monitor for real cheap at a second-hand store. One having a screen exclusively for viewing reference would be nice. It's a massive help. Massive help. I didn't think a dual screen would... When I first came across it, when I started working, I was looking at my colleague and I was like, is he okay? Why does he need 2 screens? I mean, what's the hype? And I was like, whatever. And then he left and I got his screen. And I was like, oh, this is actually fantastic. So it's definitely nice to have 2. I've seen some people with 6. I don't know if I could manage 6. It's a lot. Huh, interesting. Where does this form a part of? Oh, because I drew it on this layer. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna take a chance on that one. I'm making some art as we speak. What are you drawing? What are you doodling? What are you bringing to life? I'm so zoomed in, trying my best here. Not to zoom in too much. No, let's leave the one line. Oh, I've been catching up on Naruto actually, because the last time I left it was the start of something huge. So I finally bit the bullet and got Crunchyroll this year, and I am playing catch up at the moment because she's one of the best. I'm like 20 episodes away from finishing Boruto. Wait, Boruto's also done now? What? Oh no, then I'm seriously behind. Because I started watching, was I watching or was I reading? I think I was reading Boruto and then, yeah, I don't quite know what happened. I don't want to use little pixel pen here because last time I did that, my art looked real ugly. I don't want to do that again. Naruto's a dad. Yeah, that's a weird one. They're all parents now. I guess I have to grow up at some point, right? I gotta grow up at some point. So yeah, so I'm at the Great War, basically, of Naruto. Even though I do know what happens, I always used to grab the manga before, because the anime used to take forever. I was like, you know what? I'll just stick to the manga. I don't know when I'll get to watch the anime eventually. So I stuck to the manga, and then at some point I lost touch with the manga. I think at that point there was so much going on in my life. It makes sense that I missed it. And then out of here will come this over here. Going to do something and hope YouTube, OBS doesn't crash on me. And the day I love this PC to death, but I feel like it's outlived its lifespan, and I would really love to give it a break. The sooner I can upgrade, the better. Although Intel have missed the bid with their last set of 14th generation and 13th generation chips. There's a bit of a mess there. And of course, I've been eyeing AMD, but unfortunately can't do what an Intel can. So I'm going to do my best to be patient. I have a gaming PC, so I'd say I'm pretty good to run out programs. Excuse me. Intel or AMD. Bless my PC. It's also a gaming PC. 10 years old. No, I'm lying. 12 years old. 12 years old. The only thing I've changed is the GPU, the RAM, and cooling system. Ryzen 7. Nice. I think at one point because my graphics card is a Ryzen, and that was a suggestion for me to upgrade to Ryzen did look very enticing until I had to crunch the numbers, or which would last me, which is better in the long run, since I also do design work. And yeah, Intel 1. There's of course nothing wrong with AMD. My nephew has a banger AMD setup. He's trying to sell. I'm like, dude, this is the best you've got. But I get it, he wants to have a laptop for uni. But I can understand. I am the assistant managing director. Oh man. Don't tell AMD that. Be very upset. They were winning actually. In like 20 during the pandemic, almost an epidemic pandemic, they were winning quite well. Sorry, Dad, human. Nah, you're good, yeah. I get it a lot from my colleagues, so you are good. Manager doesn't always appreciate it, but you know, it's funny. It is funny. I built my PC during the pandemic. Good investment, right? I feel like this helmet is not thick enough. It's not. Not a good investment unless I run it into the ground. Okay. And that's exactly what I'm doing. All right. So you're running all the intensive programs. All the intensive art programs. Gonna work on until the GPU starts working or the CPU gives out. You know what? If it can give you a good 10 to 15 years, that's a good investment, I would say. And yes, based on personal experience. Oh, this is where the cloak is going to come in. Okay, I better make sure. Did I get that right? My friends, I have to be a party pooper. I unfortunately have to take my leave. A little early today. Again. That helmet reminds me of the golden age. Iron Man mask. How much? Golden age Iron mask. What's Iron Man mask? I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I'm going to attempt to pull this down. Without distorting it too much. Here we go. The helmet is I'm a happy person. Half a happy person. I didn't put all the details. Shoot. Okay, let me do that quickly. Matilda, FVFF. That's a lot of. It's a lot of letters. Slashy, hello. How do you do? How do you do? I hope you're well. What was I looking for? Decorations. I don't want to zoom in, but I have to zoom in. You know what I forgot? I don't have time for that. Oh, we have acquaintances here. I'm well, thanks. How are you? That is good. You know, I forgot to ask you yesterday, and I didn't want to intrude too much in your stream, but I wanted to ask, how is the JOB doing? Well, be damned. Taking art advice from the art grandmaster. Whoa. There's too much of an accolade there. We are students learning together. I did have someone else save my bacon earlier. Otherwise, I would have made a very silly mistake. This is more on here. Your always welcome to ask me questions, Lena. Thank you. I get so nervous. You know what? I can't get over the silly little thing I did during Cult of the Lamb, and it's hanging over my head. So I'm always nervous to ask questions, so you'll have to forgive me. 20 hours a week is so much nicer than 40. Oh, okay, that's reasonable. And the position itself has been really nice. Fantastic. There's nothing worse than starting a new job and you immediately are not vibing with it. So that is fantastic news. I'm really, really happy for you. And also, you have amazing emotes, by the way. Someone gifted me a sub, I think it was 2 weeks ago. And I was like, oh, whoa, these are so cool. I love them. Your art is on a pedestal compared to mine. And I'm not, no, see. You gotta promise me one thing. Thou must not compare. Comparison is a theft of joy. Just promise me to not make that a habit. Wait, that thing? Yes, that thing. That thing. I haven't gotten over it, so yeah. I'm embarrassed to say. There's a dog at my workplace. And they're very cute. Oh, nice to have a doggy around. They make such a difference. They really, really do. Especially if they're a friendly pooch. They make such a difference. Just like petting the dog for like 5 to 10 minutes. Happiness. I know, I love them so much. They are amazing. With practice, you will reach new heights. Indeed. But rather than compare to others, compare to yourself and focus on your improvement. I love that advice. And my art house keeps getting broken into. Huh? Keeps getting broken into? And I'm not sure which Cult of the Lamb moment you're talking about. Let's see. So true. I can't believe I get to see a dog every day now. That's really awesome. Is it a little dog, or is it like the medium size or the big size? So it was a moment where I said, your stream is really, really great, but then you had to turn off the music because it sounded like I was saying something really serious, and I was like, oh man. I legit have been hiding under a rock since then, which is primarily why I usually only lurk. You steal my joy from my... Oh no. Oh man. Like as in your art supplies? Medium size. Friendly but not super in your face. Oh, wonderful. That is wonderful. What's the doggy's name? Always forget to ask that. I'm so sorry. No, it's not. It's more on my side than it is on yours, and I knew that. I was like, you're the one with the problem here. She's totally fine. It's not your fault, it's me. I just felt like I put you in a spot that you shouldn't have been in. Had I worded my words correctly. But if it helps, I genuinely can't remember. Okay, thank you. It helps more than you know. More than you know. Thank you. So I shall be more vocal now from now on. Worry not with that forgetfulness from me. They have a Turkish name, and I've been learning so many names since I started that I can't remember what they call. Okay. Speaking of Turkish, I went to a Turkish restaurant on Saturday, and oh my gosh, the food was amazing. So I forgot things spoken about in previous stream. Good. Because it's been... Who's that? Joshua. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Hey, things happen with live stuff all the time. It makes me happy to see you in chat. I hope you feel more comfortable talking from now. Thank you. I will indeed. Thank you. I knew it was my own thing. I was like, you need to get over this. It's not a big deal. But yeah. Also, because I was studying from like September last year. And I had sort of stopped streaming because we had how do I call it? It's called load shedding, but it's scheduled power cuts. So it just took the joy out of streaming for me. And then I came back and I saw your viewership was up and up. So congrats, by the way. Really, really happy for you. Welcome, Joshua. Yes, welcome. No pressure, of course, and you are more than welcome to message me directly if something happens and you want to make sure things are okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really do. You know, I'm always of the try not upset people. But it does happen. Mistakes do happen. But being a perfectionist does not help. Thank you. You are welcome. I was really, really happy to see that. I was like, yeah. Well deserved. You've been working so hard at it. So may it keep on growing. And also, I learned some very cool things from your stream the other day as well. From, I think, the protests in, was it Bangladesh? And I could never understand my Muslim friend's behavior when I was around him. And since you explained everything, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense now. Why didn't he just say so? I was like, why didn't he just tell me? I would have completely understand, having grown up in a multi-religious home and seeing how, you know, different cultures do things differently. I would have totally understood. But now I have a better understanding of my friend, thanks to your stream. I mean, he was just like, there were things that obviously in Western culture, and I want to say South African culture, but it's also, you know, Western influence. It's so normal. And then I would like try to do it with him and he'd be like, he'd back off and I'm like, do I smell? Is it how I look? You know, you start getting a bit like worrisome. It's like, maybe it's something you're doing. And I'm like, but then why is he hanging out with me? But yeah, it cleared up a lot in my mind. So yes, big thank you. Big thank you. And I think I've seen you on although we miss each other because by the time I watch the VODs, it's like the next morning because Taijiro streams so late. I think I've seen you in the chatting comments. Your stream is so awesome. And if anything, it's revived my desire to stream because I wanted to create my own world when I started streaming. And then, you know, OBS felt like the gateway to doing that. And then I realized that there's only so much OBS can handle. Had I known that I could do something with a game engine, yeah, would have moved mountains. Tajiro, he is so good. So good. I usually only get to do a daily swipe. Yeah, time zones, right? I'm hyped when I can get into a daily swipe. But yeah, it's seriously because of the work that they do that I'm like, wow, okay, I can, this world that I wanted to do, I can like finally bring it to life. I have myself have English. It's very late. I myself have started to jump into Godot and I'm learning C#. It was nice to see you there as well. It's like, oh, if Slash is here, then I'm at the right place. I'm definitely at the right place. That's a perfect slide there. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to get this done and then sorry, I've got to run and go do KPIs for the rest of the night. You know what? Thank goodness tomorrow is Friday. Not that the only good thing that I get to wake up a little bit later. Other than that, I am on the road for the rest of the weekend. And then back on it at Monday. Line is gonna get in my way. Look, I have Task Manager open on the side here and I can see it go red every time and I'm like, please don't crash again. Do me a favor, please don't crash again. I might be making these lines a little bit too... Yeah, they're a little bit too close to one another. This is what I get for doing things in a hurry. And I should know better than that. I know better than that. So let me delete this. And let's see if next week I have better luck. No, this way. Thank you. I know. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to leave it alone, otherwise rushing through it is not going to help me at all. Just move this out. What did I... I lowered the opacity of something. I can't see. Oh, there it is. Wrong thing. Okay. And this can work for now. Still a lot to do, but one thing at a time, one day at a time, right? Right, my dear friends. Unfortunately, I have to split. But I thank you so much for coming in and saying hello, hanging out with me for a little bit. And I'm going to wish you a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Please do take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for the follow, Joshua. and anybody else that I've missed. Yeah, thank you for coming in, saying hello, hanging out with me. Please do look after yourselves. Thank you. Wait, before I say my traditional goodbye here. Couldn't raid out the other day because the person I was looking for was not online. Where is Mr. Billum? Not around. Okay. I don't have any fellow artists online to raid. It's alright. Hopefully next week. Alright, thank you so much for popping in. I am just going to end stream today. There's no one doing art whom I can raid. So, thank you. Nyabonga. Bayadanki. Arigatou gozaimasu. Obrigado. Gracias. Merci. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. Please look after yourselves. And we will see each other again. Thank you, Slashy. Good night, everybody. Bye.